Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Thomas and today you join me with the Renault Twingo Mk1 Phase 2. So stay tuned for this video. So you join me with Andrew's Renault Twingo. This little Phase 2 is finished in Monaco Blue. And anybody curious and jumping out straight away, this car does have Phase 1 headlights just because they can get converted to UK standards a little bit easier because this was never originally sold in the UK. I quite like the dinky size of it. Anybody's seen the channel will know I've got a Toyota IQ. This car also features 13-inch steel wheels called Skippy. This little star shape here, and they're about £60 for a tyre for anybody who's interested in knowing that detail. Move along the side of the car. This little detail here has been in other Twingo models. If you've seen the red Twingo from a couple of years ago, open up, and this could be a Helios edition. We're not quite sure, so if anybody in the comment section knows, please let yourself know. But I do like the kind of multicoloured pattern, and they're really soft and squidgy. Just pull this lever up like so, and you get access to the rear seats, and this is where you're going to ask through your screen, Thomas, can you jump in? And of course I will oblige. But before I do so, can we admire the Twingo showroom plate as well with the unique font. So seat fully forward, this is kind of the room I've got to deal with. Jump in relatively with some ease, and we'll pull the seat back. And you know what? I've got reasonable headroom. I'll flip the camera around. And I have reasonable headroom, even with the glass roof. Yeah, maybe 2 fingers worth. Shoulder room's not too bad. I guess you could get 2 adults back here. Ideally 2 kids or small adults. But I'm 5'11", and yeah, I wouldn't want to go to Monaco in this. However, driving around town, definitely more room in here than it is in the back of the IQ, and the glass roof does make it feel really open. And from my perspective in the back, this is your view out front. You do get plenty of glass. Greenhouse is nice and wide because it is like a 90s car. You've not got the thick pillars. You've got quite a thin pillared frame car, and you can see the exposed metalwork inside the car. And there's even a little bit of storage back here for your packet of crisps, and you can keep your map or books or whatever you want for your trips back there. Also worth noting, we've got a little handle down here. We can pull that forward if you want a little less leg room to give you a little bit more boot space, but we'll show you that when we get round the back. But just while we're here, thought may as well show you. So now you've seen me in the back of this Twingo, let's jump into the front. So go ahead, pull this lever, all with one hand, and like that, we're sorted. And door opens itself, optional extra like a Rolls Royce. So go ahead and jump inside the driver's seat. As you can see, the door panel, we've got the same blue carried over in the interior, some window switches and a wing mirror control. Go ahead and close the door up. And this is the interior we're greeted with. We've got a central mounted display unit, climate controls, vents, climate control, and then an aftermarket radio. A little bit of storage in here for an ashtray. So got a little bit of storage down here as well for a Renault Twingo kind of owner's guide. So you do have a little bit of shelf and a little bit of storage. So it's kind of been thought out, and definitely a throwback to a bygone area is this little area here for coins. So this car does use a 5-speed manual, as you can see, up and left for reverse, and quite an easy light shifter. We'll show you this when we're out on the road. We do have electric windows also on the passenger side, and as you can see, visibility throughout is pretty good. Even with the glass roof, a lot of daylight in here. Nice greenhouse. So key in the ignition, turn the car on, and that 1.2 comes to life. There we can see we've got the gauge for your time, the miles per hour and your fuel tank. And down here is where your warning symbols are. So as you can see right now, we've only got the handbrake that's on. We've got these funky switches on the left hand side for, you've got your climate climate vent block off. If you want it on or off. You've got your rear defrost, which is a nice wee button. And there's your fog lights there. So you can turn them all the way off like so. and then you can do rear defrost. Nice simple buttons, easy to use. And down here we've got a little bit more storage for, I guess you could maybe keep like tool card passes or sunglasses, something like that in there. On the left hand side here we have lights, indicator and horn, which is a very unique feature on a car, because usually you would push the middle bit there where the airbag is. On the right hand side here we've got your volume control for like your radio, and then your source, and then this stalk here is for your wipers, or shall I say wiper, one singular wiper. And in case you're wondering, my 5'11" self has a little bit more room in the front than I did in the back, because the glass panel here I've maybe got 4 fingers worth, so it's double the headroom height. Shoulder room's fine, and there's definitely enough adjustment in the seat to get comfortable for myself. And I said these seats are very retro, very comfortable, and typically 90s with this kind of upholstery. Could you imagine this upholstery in a 2023 car? So move around to the rear, push this little button, tailgate opens up, and as you can see you've got a reasonable size boot space for a small city car. This is the boot space in the rear of the Twingo. It's a reasonable size considering the size of the car. A little bit of a lip, but one cool feature is you can pull this little lever here, like so, and slide that forward. So if you wanted more boot space, you can, and then you pull that back, like so, cuts in place, and you've got more legroom again. Little novel touch to make a small car feel more practical and larger. Go ahead and close the boot up. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching if you made it this far in the video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel below, and make sure you check out the Twingo on Instagram. I'll leave that here, and comment your thoughts on the Renault Twingo video. Thanks for watching. Ciao.